Welcome back to the Idle Talk Minis. Again, using my wireless microphones. This time I'm holding it in my handheld style. Okay, I had it clipped onto my shirt, but now I just want to hold it in my hand just to see if like me moving around with it is gonna be an issue or bothering people. Let's talk about Oregon, Eugene, Oregon, to be Pacific. Okay, a man reportedly threw $200,000 in cash out of a speeding car onto the interstate in Eugene, Oregon on Wednesday night. People are still searching the highway, hoping they can find a little bit more of that money. However, the police say that all that money has been accounted for. Oregon State Police Lieutenant Jim Andrews said anyone who stopped on the scene did a pretty good job of cleaning it all up. Andrews said the money belonged to 38-year-old Colin Davis McCarthy and his family. Andrew says McCarthy drained the family's shared bank account in cash and let it fly along the freeway, baby boy. Andrew said there's little that the police can do for the family because it was a shared account with his name on it. Because it's shared, they both have equal interest in the money, he said. McCarthy is not facing any charges. Troops considered charging him with disorderly conduct or reckless endangering, but ultimately chose not to do. The goats. Those are the goats. Troopers say McCarthy told him he did it because he was, quote, doing well, unquote, and wanted to share the money with others. The family said although the chances are slim, they are asking anyone who found any of the cash to return it to the Oregon State Police because that money is very much needed by the family. This guy is the goat. Just, he literally just did whatever he wanted. He was like, yo, fuck this family. Fuck this small fortune. Fuck those guys extra hard, by the way. And he decided, he was a man of the people, he says. He's like, yo, I'm going to give back. I'm going to do this because this is the right thing to do. Okay. If I was me personally, and if that was my money, I'd be pissed. Not gonna lie to you. I'd be so fucking furious. You wouldn't even know the amount of fucking hell on earth I would put down. But it's not me. And it's not me who benefited from it either. So, love to see people benefiting from the misfortune of other, more capable people, or more like who you could afford to lose this probably. It's very funny to me that they're like, yeah, we know the chances are slim, but if you can return that money to the police, that would be great because we need this money. I laughed for like 5 minutes straight when I read that. I was like, yo, that sucks so bad for you, but do I feel bad for you? Not really. Am I happy for the people that found the money? Yes, of course. I myself am a man of the people, I say. I fully support pulling over and grabbing as much money as you can. Imagine this one day on a Wednesday, such a fucking random day. You know what else happened on a Wednesday? I'm gonna expose my boy real quick. When I used to work in Baltimore, we got these cool company cars, right? And I only say cool in the way where, like, hey, I didn't have to put miles in my own car. I didn't have to pay for my own gas, which was cool because it was quote unquote a company expense, the gas. So my boy ultimately he had to work in the East region, and I was in the north, the baby boy north, the easiest region. It was the best region. Everything was kind of close to each other. If not, it was like a 40-minute drive one way, no traffic. It was all good until we got into Baltimore City, but that's not where we're going. So he was coming out of DC, which is technically in the East region, and he had to go to DC, and he was coming back, and there was an accident on the freeway. Tons of cars piled up, traffic for days. And you could probably find this on YouTube if you really wanted to. And a bunch of cars start just like making a left turn and going onto the other side of the freeway. One way is going north, the other way is going south. And so he decided to follow those cars. And there was the Fox News coverage right there. And that's how my employer saw this happen. The fucking executive director, the guy who basically owns this portion of the business, right? He's at home watching TV. And all of a sudden, he sees one of his company cars make a left turn on live coverage with all of our branding on it, with my boy's license plate on it. And he's pissed. He's fucking furious. Furious to the point where he took my man's company car. It's like, yo, you'll get this back in 30 days if you earn it. Me, personally, I would have been like, suck my dick. suck my dick. But he's a nice guy. He wouldn't have done that to me. I would have spun it in a way where I'm the victim here. Okay, that's what I do. I spin. I'm a spinner. Spinner. That was my password, by the way. Spinner one, because I used to watch Degrassi, and Spinner was my favorite character. I used that for my Palisade Prep middle school email password. So if you want to hack in to see whatever I was doing in middle school, go ahead. Spinner one. Knock yourselves out. But let's go back. Imagine driving on a Wednesday night. You're driving home, and then all of a sudden, fucking money starts splatting on your windshield, and you're like, "What the fuck? What's happening right now?" If that was me, pulled over, garbage bag immediately, because I always have one in my car just in case. Garbage bag, and I'll just start catching the money if I could. Catch as many fucking hundreds as I could, because it doesn't say specifically that if it was like $1 bills, $20 bills, $100 bills, or whatever, right? But garbage bag, I'm the litter police at that point. I'm picking up everything because I'm cleaning up the earth. I'm doing the earth a favor, okay? That's what I'm doing. So I just want you to imagine yourself in that situation. How would you go about it? How would you pick up all this money? You using your hands, right? I feel like that'll take a long time if you're not trying to just catch it in the air with some sort of bag. Using your hands, like, are you running? Like, if everybody's parking, right? Are you worried to get hit by a car at that point? Is the money worth the risk? You let me know, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye-bye.